He didn't die. He is alive. Arrest him now. The scream cuts through the funeral hall. The coffin is still open, and his photo is on top of flowers. But he is there, standing, alive, with cold eyes, and a small scar on his neck. Kong Jun closes the door forcefully. He looks at everyone, and speaks quietly. I came back to take what is mine. His mother trembles. His uncle smiles. His sister cries. But she cries strangely, like someone acting. His fiancée, Han Seoa, is in black. She holds the flower wreath with her name on it. Fiancée of the deceased. She drops the wreath on the floor and runs to him. June, you're alive. She tries to hug him. He doesn't let her. He grabs her wrist very tightly. You cried well. He says this close to her ear. She swallows hard and smiles, a smile that feels like a knife. The uncle takes a step. Is this some kind of setup? June takes an envelope from his pocket, throws it on the table. Inside is a test. DNA, his name, the name of the old man who died yesterday, the billionaire grandfather, owner of the Hanul Group. June speaks loudly. The old man recognized me before he died. I am the heir. I am the true grandson. The room turns to ice. His mother screams, lie, you already died. I buried you. June looks at her. I died because someone wanted me to. He shows his cell phone. An audio, a woman's voice, a short laugh, and then, put in more. I want him sleeping forever. Seoa turns pale. That is not mine. June doesn't answer. He just looks, as if he already knew everything. He points to the large portrait of his grandfather. He left a new will, and I came to read it now. The lawyer appears with a folder. He speaks fast. By order of Mr. Kong Dae-sung, everything will be read today. In front of everyone, the uncle tries to grab the folder. The lawyer steps back. And there's more. Mr. Dae-sung demanded it. If Kong Jun appears alive, he assumes the presidency tomorrow. The uncle laughs out loud. Presidency, a dead man. June takes a step. A dead man doesn't come back for money. He comes back for truth. Seoa cries beautifully. She holds his sleeve. I waited for you. I suffered. I just wanted to get married. June speaks quietly. I woke up in a hospital without memory, and someone told me something, that the person I loved the most kissed me before I fell. Seoa stops crying instantly, just for a second, but he sees it. His sister, Juri, pulls Seoa. Let's get out of here. Seoa whispers, no, if I leave, I lose everything. June hears it and smiles without joy. The lawyer opens the folder. First clause. The heir must spend one night in the patriarch's old house, alone, without security guards, without a cell phone. The uncle claps his hands. Of course, a ghost trap. June takes the lawyer's pen, signs without thinking. I will go. Seoa holds his arm. Don't go. It's dangerous. June looks at her. Dangerous is staying close to you. She gives a weak smile. You are confusing things. June steps closer and speaks very slowly. Then explain to me why your perfume is the same scent from the night I died. Seoa freezes, and very quietly she lets out, you should have stayed dead. June hears it, and his world lights up. He holds her chin. Thank you, now I am sure. He lets go and leaves. Everyone makes way, as if he were fire. Outside, a black car waits. The driver rolls down the window and shows a ring. The engagement ring that disappeared on the day of the accident. And a message on the dashboard flashes, if you enter the old house today, you die again. The door of the old house closes by itself. Slam. The sound feels like a sentence. June is alone, without a cell phone, without a guard, with only a flashlight and the ring in his pocket. The house smells like old wood, but there is another smell underneath. Medicine, sweet perfume, her exact perfume. He walks. Every step screams on the floor. In the main room, there is a painting of his grandfather. The old man is smiling, but his eyes look scared. On the table, there is a glass and a lipstick mark. Red lipstick. Seoa wears red. June clenches his fist. He tries not to explode, but he came for this, to explode everything. He opens a drawer, finds a small key with a tag, basement. He goes down. The stairs creak. The air gets cold. In the basement, there is a safe, and there is a paper stuck to it. If you are the heir, you will know the password. June thinks. He remembers a number that always appeared in his dreams. 11.03. The day he died. He types it. The safe opens. Inside, there is a flash drive and a letter from his grandfather. With shaky handwriting, he reads it. Short sentences, as if the old man was in a hurry. June, I made a mistake. I trusted the wrong person. She came in here with a smile and left with blood on her hands. It's not just about money. It's about who is in charge. June swallows hard. He doesn't want to read the word blood. He hates remembering the pain, but he needs to. The letter continues. Your fiancée is not just a fiancée. She is the daughter of the one I destroyed. She came to get revenge on me and to erase you. His heart tightens. He feels anger, but he also feels he misses her because he truly loved her, and that is the worst part. He takes the flash drive, plugs it into an old laptop that is there. The laptop turns on, as if someone had left it ready. A video opens. Hidden camera. His grandfather's room. His grandfather is sitting down. Sioa is standing. She speaks sweetly. Grandpa, take your medicine. He takes it. He falls slowly. He tries to speak. She leans in and whispers, you took everything from my father. I will take everything from you. June trembles. His chest burns, but he hasn't seen everything yet. At the end of the video, his grandfather points to the camera, as if he knew, and speaks with difficulty. June, if you see this, don't trust your mother. June freezes. Mother. The light goes out. Completely. The house turns into a pitch black hole. From the dark comes a sound. Footsteps. It's not him. June raises the flashlight. The beam of light catches a shadow on the stairs. A person is there. Someone with a hood. June shouts, who is it? The person doesn't speak, just throws something on the floor. A shattered vial. The smell rises fast, strong, makes his head spin. June tries to breathe, but the air feels heavy. He falls to his knees, and, at the top of the stairs, the shadow takes off the hood. It's his sister, Ju-ri, with dry eyes, without a tear. She speaks quietly. Sorry, Appa, I didn't want to, but she promised I wouldn't lose you. June tries to speak, but his tongue is heavy. He feels his consciousness fading away. Ju-ri approaches. She takes the flash drive. She looks at the screen, and cries now. Cries for real. No, this is a lie. She shakes her head, but she has already seen it. The basement door opens forcefully. Sioa enters, without funeral makeup, without a mask. She is calm, too calm. She sees June on the floor. She crouches near him, strokes his face. Fake affection. You were always stubborn. She smiles. I love that. June tries to bite the words out, but they don't come out. Sioa looks at Ju-ri. You did well. Now go up. Lock everything. Ju-ri trembles. He is going to die. Sioa answers. No, he is going to disappear. Again, she turns to June and speaks in his ear. You came back for an inheritance, but I came back for something bigger. I want the company. I want the power. And I want you on your knees. June feels a tear fall, out of anger, not out of love. Sioa kisses his forehead, a cold kiss, and then she shows her cell phone. On the screen, a contract, digital signature ready. Name, Kong June. She smiles. Your finger will sign for you. His vision darkens. But before blacking out, he hears one last sentence from her. And when you wake up, you will call me wife. June wakes up tied to a chair. Bright light in his face. He blinks. It hurts. The room is clean. Looks like a clinic, but it smells like a house, as if it were a hidden place. In front of him, Sioa is sitting. She looks beautiful, and that irritates him more, because he remembers the love, and he hates remembering. She places a folder on the table. Signed. She speaks as if it were normal. You gave me power of attorney. You gave me control. June tries to break free. He can't. He spits out a word. Monster. She laughs. Monster. She tilts her head. I am just someone who learned to lose, and now I learned to take. She opens the folder, shows photos. One of them is of his grandfather in the hospital. Another is of his grandfather at home. And another is of June lying down, unconscious, on the night of the accident. Sioa points to the photo. Do you remember the kiss? I kissed you, so you would feel love. and lower your guard. June closes his eyes. The pain isn't in his body, it's in his heart, and that hurts more. The door opens. His mother enters. Kang Mi-suk, with a serious face. No crying, no shock. June loses his breath. Mother, she looks at him as if looking at a problem, and speaks. You shouldn't have come back. June feels an invisible punch. You knew. Mi-suk sits next to Seo, like allies, like old friends. It's disgusting. Mi-suk picks up a paper. Your grandfather promised me the company, but he changed his mind. He always treated me like nothing. I got tired of it. June shouts, so you sold me? Mi-suk answers dryly. I saved you once, when you were a baby. You weren't even mine. The floor vanishes. June feels his world break. What do you mean? Seo smiles widely and drops the bomb. You are not her son. You are the son of the woman she hated, the woman your grandfather loved. June trembles. His face feels hot. My mother isn't my mother. Mi-suk speaks as if it were simple. I raised you. I deserve to get my share. Seo bangs on the table. Enough drama. Let's get to the plan. She looks at June. You will appear in public tomorrow. You will say you were sick. You will say I took care of you, and you will announce our wedding. June spits. Never again. Seo stands up. She gets closer. She grabs his chin forcefully. It hurts, but it isn't gore. It's just pressure. You will, because I have something you will protect. She shows a video. In the video, Ju-ri is in a room, crying, with her hands trembling, and a man's voice in the background says, if he doesn't obey, she disappears. June shouts, no. Seo speaks sweetly. Look how kind I am. I'm letting you choose. Either you become my perfect husband, or your sister pays. June closes his eyes. He breathes. He thinks fast. He needs a way. And then he remembers his grandfather's warning. Don't trust your mother. But why? His grandfather knew something bigger, something even worse. June pretends to give in. He lowers his head. Okay, I'll do it. Seo smiles. She gets closer. She hugs him. A tight hug. A possessive hug. June speaks in her ear, very quietly. I will be yours. She shivers. She likes it. It's sick. Obsessive romance. Full of poison. Mi-suk stands up. Great. Let's finish this. She leaves. Seo stays. She runs her hand through his hair. I waited for this day. I thought about you every night, even while killing you. June opens his eyes. He looks right at her and speaks calmly. Then kiss me. Seo smiles. She kisses him. A long kiss. She thinks she won, but June presses his mouth to her ear and whispers, I already recorded everything. Seo freezes. Lie. June tilts his head toward the small camera in the corner of the room. A security camera. It blinks. Red. Recording. Seo takes a step back. Her face changes. Anger, fear. June speaks. You trapped me, but you forgot one thing. This company has enemies, and they hate you too. Seo laughs nervously. You're bluffing. June pulls a wire with his finger, a loose wire on the chair. The handcuff opens. He was free the whole time. He just waited. Seo backs away. June stands up, free. And then, from the hallway, a male voice appears. A voice that June knows. A voice that should be dead. Son. June turns slowly and sees a man walking in, with the same face as his. Older, colder. Seo smiles as if she had found the owner of the world, and speaks. Father. The man stops in the middle of the room. He looks at June from head to toe, as if he were evaluating an object. You've grown. He says, I thought you were weaker. June feels the air vanish. You are my father. Mi-suk comes running back. She sees the man. She turns pale. You shouldn't have come back. The man gives a thin smile. But I came back, just like he came back. Seo approaches the man. She holds his arm. Too much affection, too much possession. Father, I did everything. I brought him. I got the signature. Now we just have to announce it. June understands a part of it, but the worst part is still missing. The worst part is always missing. The man speaks. Seo is not just my daughter. She is my weapon. And you, June, you are my key. June clenches his fists. Key to what? The man takes a document from his pocket. A different DNA test, with another name. June's name and the grandfather's name, but with one line that changes everything. Compatible as son. June freezes. Son. not grandson. Mi-suk starts to cry. Now she cries for real. I tried to stop it. Your grandfather was your father. The world becomes just noise. June feels nauseous. He takes a step back. That is impossible. Mi-suk sobs. He forced me to keep it. He paid for everything. He erased everything. And I was afraid. The man claps slowly. How beautiful. Finally, the truth. He looks at June. Your grandfather committed a sin, and I used that sin. Seoa approaches June. She speaks sweetly. See, you were always a bomb, and I just lit the fuse. June closes his eyes. He breathes. He wants to scream, but he needs to think, because his sister is still trapped. He opens his eyes and speaks very calmly. So this was the plan, to get me out of the way, take the company, and hide the truth. The man smiles. Yes, and there's more. He points to Mi-suk. She didn't raise you out of love. She raised you out of guilt, because she helped keep the secret. Mi-suk screams. I tried to save him. The man answers. You saved him because you wanted money. Seoa holds her father's hand. Father, let's finish this quickly. She looks at June. Sign the resignation now, or your sister. June interrupts. Where is she? Seoa smiles. In a place you will never find. June picks up the pen from the table. He walks to the paper. He pretends he is going to sign. Seoa gets closer, obsessed, as if she wanted to see his defeat with her own eyes. And then June speaks quietly. I also have someone. Seoa frowns. Who? June raises the pen and points to the door. The door opens. Juri enters, free, without ropes, with eyes full of hatred. Behind her enters the grandfather's lawyer and 2 police officers. Seoa takes a step back. How? Juri shouts. I heard everything in the basement. I was weak, but I am not your doll. Mi-suk falls to her knees. Juri. The lawyer holds up a flash drive. There are recordings of the grandfather, of the house, of this room. Seoa's father tries to run. The police officers hold him back. Seoa stands still. She looks at June, and her gaze changes. It isn't fear. It is sick love. A love that wants to destroy and possess at the same time. She whispers, you tricked me. June replies, you killed me first. Seoa gives a small smile and drops one last bomb. You think you won, but the company isn't your grandfather's anymore. I transferred it today to an account abroad, and only I have the password. The lawyer panics. That is impossible. Seoa shrugs. I learned from the best. She looks at her arrested father. I learned from him. June takes a step. Then give me the password. Seoa brings her face close to his. Almost a kiss. Almost a war. Marry me. For real. And I will give everything back. June stands motionless because he understands. She doesn't just want money. She wants him trapped by her forever. He speaks quietly. I will never be yours. Seoa smiles sadly, and then she does the cruelest thing. She turns to Mi-suk and says, tell him the last part. Mi-suk trembles. No. Seoa insists. Tell him. Mi-suk looks at June and lets it out, broken. You weren't the only baby. There was another one. A brother. I gave him away. June freezes. Brother. Seoa smiles and points to the arrested man. It isn't him. It's worse. She looks right into June's eyes and speaks very slowly. Your brother is the man running the company right now. The director you trust. Your best friend. June feels his heart stop because he knows who it is. The screen of the police officer's cell phone lights up with a call. Name on the screen, Min Tae-oh. And on the other end, a calm voice says, Hi, brother. Congratulations on coming back. Now, choose. Either you save your mother or you save your company.